This is my booth. I'm going to share all the items in my booth, show you where you can find them, why I use them, and hopefully help you get started on your booth. If you don't know me, my name is London and I am an artist. Most of the items in my booth are going to be black, but of course the color choice is yours. So let's get started. Depending on whether your event is inside or outside, you may want a canopy. Actually, you're gonna want a canopy. This will block you from the sun, it'll block you from the rain, and I personally chose one with a vent on top because summer shows can get really hot in that canopy. The vent allows more airflow to keep you cool, but it also stops the canopy from blowing away. Next, I have these tables. I chose 4-foot tables since my canopy is a 6x6 and they fit really nice and snug in my booth. I have 3 tables, but depending on what you're selling, you probably don't need 3. I'm a big just in case kind of person. Most of the artwork I display are 8x11 prints, so I bought this grid that you can build. They're all 12x12 squares, and the prints fit perfectly on the front of them for a display. Before I got my box to transport all my prints, I used to store the excess prints behind the image, making it a really great storage space for your little tiny space. During my last show, I also stored some food items and also some waters just to kind of have them hidden so that the booth still looked nice. But anyway, you can put these together. They're kind of a hassle to put together, so give yourself a lot of time, but they're definitely worth having and they're easy to transport. Now, I understand everybody doesn't have an SUV and neither do I, so all of these things actually fit in my car. You just have to play a little bit of Tetris. And maybe no passengers. Most shows will have a parking area in a separate place from the actual show, so you're going to want to have something to help you carry all your items from your car to the show. So I actually have a 2-tier wagon that has a nice space on the bottom, but also a big space that's open on top, so I could put all my tables and chairs on the top. I have 2 of them, but again, it really just depends on what you're selling and what you're bringing to your show. You're also going to want chairs, depending on how long your shows are. You may want to sit down, and of course, at some point you have to eat. So you might want to sit down to have a snack, or you might just want to sit down in between guests that visit your booth. So I recommend bringing a cushioned chair. These are pretty much the basic essentials that you'll need for a booth. Everything else is just going to be aesthetic, but I'm going to go over those as well. Since this video is getting a little bit long, I'm going to finish up with a couple extra tools that you may want to have on the side at your first show. They're super useful for me, and I use them all the time. You're going to want to have an extension cord. You're also going to want to have a power strip. You're also going to want to have a power bank just in case your venue doesn't provide electricity. I take these extra clips with me as well, just in case I need to hang something up. Zip ties are your best friend. Even if you don't need them, they're just really nice to have around just in case. And last but not least, a cooler backpack for snacks and drinks. Stay hydrated. This concludes the basics and follow for part 2.